today. From Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports.
KJ Hamler returning it. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a 7-time Pro Bowl quarterback in his 10th NFL season now. That's Russell Wilson.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
Now Wilson on first down. He completes this to Sutton. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
And unfortunately, in 2020, in the season opener, Cortland Sutton tore his ACL. But remember, over 1,100 yards in 2019, his future is still awfully bright.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. The Jets about set to go on offense, led by their rookie quarterback for 2021, the second overall pick, Zach Wilson out of BYU. Throwing on first down. Wilson throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and it's second down. Charles, let's get a look at the draft class for this offense. Remember, no first-round picks this year. They traded it away. How much of a detriment is that?
Well, what they're hoping is the reason they traded away that first-round pick, that player won't be a detriment. He'll be an improvement for their team. And now as you get into the later rounds, in the middle rounds of this draft, that's when your scouting comes to the front. You have to hit on those selections.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 8 catches, 81 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. Lewis has it, the tight end. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 23. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Davis. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Back to the ground with Carter. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Here's Wilson. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Carter going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run for it with Carter. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Kick is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. The numbers on the ground for Williams a week ago. 18 carries, 112 yards, and a touchdown.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff, because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on second and third. Here we go with Williams. And he's got this down to the 35.
And a run like that shouldn't surprise anyone who's ever seen Javonte Williams play. Compact, strong, physical runner. He ran for 1,000 yards in North Carolina last year. In fact, it was over 1,100 and 19 touchdowns in addition. And that's despite sharing the backfield with another 1,000-yard rusher, Michael Carter, who was taken in the 4th round by the Jets. Najee Harris and Travis Etienne were taking over him, but many thought that Javonte Williams might be the best back in the draft.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the Jets will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground. Carter. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25.
A good strong run there by Michael Carter, reminiscent of his days at North Carolina. A 1,000-yard rusher each of his last 2 years in Chapel Hill. Despite being in a timeshare with Javonte Williams, who was a second-round pick of the Denver Broncos. Carter, the second pick of the 4th round, out of UNC. He could be the Jets' leading rusher moving.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. The Broncos say they have it. They do. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you, all right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here comes...
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Broncos have taken the lead. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. To throw again is Wilson. Complete. This is Lewis. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Third and 2, now Wilson. Throw left side, complete. That's Moore. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He'll drop this underneath to Carter. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, this from 34. And Folk's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
And the Broncos expected big things out of Jerry Jeudy, their #1 pick in 2020. But he really had to make a jump with the injury to Cortland Sutton. Almost 900 yards last year. A nice grab there.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this 1st half. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st half. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We begin out in Sin City. A good battle in the AFC. Miami at Las Vegas. And it's the Dolphins who have the lead in that one. The Dolphins trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see they trail in that matchup against the Tampa Bay Bucks. Tom Brady has thrown a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And they trail in that ball game to the visiting Seattle Seahawks. Chris Carson with 2 touchdown runs. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the 2nd half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this 2nd half. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. And the Jets head out on offense here to start this 3rd quarter. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Shotgun snap and a give to Carter. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Now it's Wilson. And finding Keelan Cole. And some room to run now. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play that time on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the counter, Carter. And some space here. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 52 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now it's Wilson. And he's got it. Touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2. Wilson going to throw for it. And that is caught for the 2 points. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Wilson's throw taken in by Sutton. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route, and the quarterback hit him in stride. He was able to run free after the catch.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Williams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Beck. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson buying time to his left.
Looks looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he's trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 93 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air. There's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. The rookie Zach Wilson and the Jet offense set to go to work once more. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. On the slant, he's got Davis. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the fourth quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. It's a gain of 8, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. From the 45 on second down, Wilson got his man complete over the middle. That's Davis. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 44-yard line. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Moore. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st and 10, it's Carter. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Carter once more. He will push his way down to about the 14. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, they run with Carter. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. They'll run with Carter. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Michael Carter, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Folk connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Hamler now to return it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So Russell Wilson in the offense. Down by 7. A little over a minute to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw taken in here by Patrick. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Here's Wilson. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Able to find Judy. And it's a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it. Heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yep, the opportunity squashed. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. One final kneel down here, and that should just about do it. And they cannot do anything to stop the clock defensively. 3 straight wins to start the campaign now.
And this is where a team, privately, within the confines of their own room, their meeting rooms, the locker room, they start to think to themselves, we're pretty good. We should be a playoff team.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And I tell you what, one thing that you and I featured as a storyline was that they were facing the NFL's #1 defense coming in, and they really took it right to them.
Yeah, they didn't blink, did they? And instead of just saying to themselves, let's make sure that we minimize our mistakes and try and play a conservative type game, they attacked right from the beginning. Said, we got to go after these guys. I think sometimes you take the #1 rated defense by surprise when you do that.